I've been helping people with money for more than 20 years, but no one stumped me more than the princess.
How much is that? I'm worth every penny.
I'm here to help this princess take control of her money and her life. Over the next 4 weeks, she'll live on a strict cash diet and complete weekly challenges.
I do what I want when I want.
Are you seriously expecting me to buy your crap? If this princess has what it takes, I'll transform her from spender to saver, and I'll give her up to $5,000 to help her pay down her debt.
I'm gonna live life, I'm gonna throw it down, I don't care.
No changes, no money.
Oh, 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 she's a princess. She's a princess.
Meet Princess Catyanna.
My name is Catyanna. I am 23 years old and I am a marketing student in my last year of college. I love to spend money and I treat myself to whatever I want when I want it and I deserve it.
Cat works hard, but every cent she makes goes to her twin indulgences, shopping and partying.
I love this. No, this I have to have. I think I need this. Oh, I couldn't say no to anything.
The other day, she bought 3 tops. And the next day, she had no money. She had to go buy something for school. Well, I have no money now.
Catyanna's parents fronted her $15,000 for school, and a line of credit covered the rest.
Most of it went to school.
When she runs out of money, her parents pick up the tab.
My parents love me. They spoil me rotten.
Well, she had nothing and we had to step in all the time.
But she pays them back by helping with the housework, right? Wrong.
Every now and again, she'll clean her room.
I get home, I said, well, I'm gonna start supper now. Well, what are you making? And how long is it gonna take? The fridge is full. She could cook for herself. She doesn't, but she should.
I'm not the woman of this house. My mother's the woman of this house. When I am the woman of my house, I will provide the food.
During the day, she's living the suburban dream rent-free with mom and dad. But once night falls, it's bright lights, big city.
We'll go for drinks, we'll go dancing, we'll go clubbing.
When I'm out with Kat, I can never say no to her. Even if I don't have the money, I can't say no. By the end of the night, I'm pretty much broke and drunk.
While Kat lives it up, her parents worry about what their little princess is up to.
She doesn't understand the impact that it has on me or the family.
You know, she's at that age now, like you're gonna start making huge decisions with your life.
She just likes to go all out.
And they're right to worry. Kat's gadding about led to a serious car accident, which cost her her license.
We bought her the car, and there went $10,000.
I gave you a car once, you didn't look after it, it's done.
With her college degree finished, Kat's got a mountain of debt and no real plans. Her family is at a loss, so they've called me in to help.
Is she ever going to come around?
Gail, do whatever you can and just help me.
Hey, Catyanna.
Hi, Gail.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So, are you ready for this?
Oh, I'm ready.
Good. Come on with me. Now, you know you're spending more money than you have.
Oh, yes.
So why do you keep doing it?
Because I don't want to miss out on something in life because of money.
You're quite the party girl, too.
Naturally.
Well, let's see what Vanessa says.
She wants to drink a lot or have a huge dinner at a really nice restaurant. You can't say no to her. And sometimes she'll persuade us into like buying her drinks and like we'll forget that we just bought her a drink because we're already kind of like half in the bag.
You consider yourself to be a smart girl?
Brilliant.
So I'm just curious as to when you're going to start using your brilliance for positive end as opposed to using your brilliance to manipulate people to do the things you want them to do for you.
I don't make people do things. I don't put a gun to your head. It's survival of the fittest. If you can't speak up for yourself, that's not my problem. That's your problem.
At your age, you need to be more accountable and responsible about your finances, your future plan, your work, your responsibility for home.
You don't think you have any responsibilities at home because you don't cook, you don't clean, you don't do squat. You're a lazy princess.
Oh, I'm not lazy. There's just other people doing it.
My definition of retirement is carefree. Well, you can't be carefree if you worry about your kids not being able to make ends meet.
You don't get that this is making him work longer, making him work harder.
Well, they're going to live with me when they retire.
But you're not demonstrating any ability to take care of yourself, so why would they have any faith in your ability to take care of them?
They come from the generation of production. It was produce, 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 make money, make money, make money. And I totally get that. My father's old world, he's from Europe.
What we're going to do now is we're going to look at your slave and ever faithful servant. Let's see what she says, okay?
Okay.
I lose sleep, I get uptight, and then I'm hopeless. Like I feel like I haven't done my job. Have I failed her?
How do you feel being the child that brings that kind of pain to your mom's eyes? I mean, so much of the pain is so easily prevented just with a little bit of forethought.
In order to like really appreciate the good, you have to experience the bad.
Are you freaking kidding me?
No.
I'm hoping over the next few weeks I can get you to open up your eyes a little bit. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to have a look at your numbers, because the numbers don't lie. So the reason why I've invited your parents here is because it's good that everybody get on board at the same time, because she's going to have to make some significant changes.
That's all we need.
So let's start with some of your reality here, because here's your debt. It was all the way up to $26,000. It's a lot of debt for a 23-year-old.
That's a big number. It's not, you know, a $1,000 or $2,000.
It's upsetting, not surprising, upsetting.
You have a credit card with $466, a government program, legal fees of $2,000. That's for your car accident. The student line of credit that your father signed on for $4,700. And then, of course, we come to the $15,000 you owe your parents for school.
She doesn't think that she owes the $15,000. It's
Well,
not part of her debt.
That's your fault. That's not her fault. How is she supposed to know if you don't tell her?
$15,000? Oh. Ugh. I didn't realize I was being billed. I thought this was a donation to the Catyanna fund.
You're not saving anything. You live at home, you don't pay rent, and you still spend more money than you make. Only 11% of what you make goes towards your needs. Almost $1,300 goes to your wants. That's a lot of want, Catyanna.
I know. I felt like Gail was giving me a wake-up call.
You've ever been earning about $19,000 a year gross? To have the lifestyle you have right now, you'd have to make $95,000 a year. If you want to have this lifestyle and you want to get your debt paid off, you'd need to be making $113,000 a year. If you were paying your own way right now and not living off your parents, you'd be going into debt to the tune of $4,460 every single month. Well over $52,000 a year.
I think the message was, you're not making the money, so you can't keep this pace.
Are you prepared to keep your hands out of your pockets to support her to make the change?
Absolutely.
You're sure?
For sure.
Okay. This is about taking control of your money and your life. I'm going to give you a series of challenges over the next 4 weeks. You do the challenges to my satisfaction, I'll give you up to $5,000 to help you pay down the debt. All right? You don't do the challenges, you don't get the money. You don't have the right attitude, you don't get the money. No bitching and no whining.
Smiles. Smiles.
That's a challenge in itself.
Over the next few weeks, what we're going to do is we're going to make you more aware of the consequences of your behavior. We're going to get you to cease and desist living off your parents like a parasite. Okay? And we want you to have a more realistic picture of your financial future. Coming up.
That's horrible. I love this.
It's gonna be hell.
Oh, she's a princess. Oh, she's a princess.
Cat is a princess who goes to extremes to get what she wants.
I do what I want when I want.
I showed Cat and her parents the reality of her finances. Did you have any idea it was so high?
No,
Now they've cut the purse strings.
she's 23. We've done what we can do. We can do no more.
We'll put our foot down.
I've got 4 weeks to whip this girl into shape. If she succeeds, I have $5,000 to help her pay down that debt. Pony up with the plastic.
It must be painful.
It is. It's horrible. It's like breaking a heel.
This is your Get Real Challenge. Now that you don't have plastic anymore, you're going to need a 20. This is all the money you get. For the next 4 weeks, you're grounded.
That's horrible. This sucks.
It's gonna be hell.
I will see you next week. Have the right attitude at home. The Get Real Challenge is designed to bring a princess face to face with her biggest delusion. Cat thinks she can enjoy the privileges of being a grown-up with none of the adult responsibilities of running a household. For the next week, I'm turning that on its head. But is this a challenge for Kat or her parents?
No, she won't be able to go dancing, clubbing. She gets miserable at home, and then she's going to start yelling and nitpicking. I worry.
Well, it's going to be tough.
Kat's grounded. But this girl could charm her way out of a snake pit.
My ass is gonna look phenomenal.
Ooh, ooh, ah! She had lots of time to work around the house, and this girl made it look easy.
So I vacuumed all the floors, I cleaned all the bathrooms, I did all the beds, all the dusting, corner to corner, perfect.
For the first time ever, Kat made dinner for the family.
Well, it looks good.
I know. I contribute life to this household. I'm giving them the essence of me. That's a big contribution.
To help manage her finances, I told Catyanna to create a budget. To get a pass, she needs to be realistic about what she can afford to spend on herself and include debt repayment and savings.
Daddy, I keep track of my finances. I do write everything down. And I was looking at all of my liability sides of things here, and I was like, I'm owing a little bit too much.
Get rid of your outside debt.
That way I can focus on paying off my line of credit.
That's $548.
I make about $1,600 a month. Let's say the challenge didn't exist and this was real life. I would have 75 to restaurants, 50 to clothes, 50 to entertainment, 15 for makeup, 11 for spa treatments.
You can cover those expenses and still have $320.
Yeah.
It's a good sign the first week, but too early to score yet.
Kat typically spends up to $100 a night when she goes out, but this week she managed to save her entire income, $250. You are one of the very few people where I have said, do this, do this, do this, and you've gone, okay, I can do that. Watch me go now. That's a very positive thing to have.
I feel like I turned a corner with Gail and she has respect for me now, even though I am still a princess and I have more things to learn.
Week 1 went well. Now it's time to shift Kat's focus to the future. This is your Set Goals challenge. You have a lot of student debt. Since you're gonna have to figure out how to pay it back, you need to know how much you're likely to make. So I'm gonna send you somewhere so you can speak to a professional who is doing the same job you're going to be doing so that you can see what that's gonna be like. I will see you next week.
Okay. I love the second challenge. I get to meet somebody who is in the marketing field, who will be able to give me advice and mentor me and network with me. So that's a gift.
Coming up.
Okay, boys, I need to steal you, all of you. Come. I'm really phenomenal at what I do.
Oh, 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 she's a princess. Oh, 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 she's a princess.
Princess Catyanna is a marketing student whose biggest brand is herself.
I branded myself and now I'm forever extraordinary.
But her recklessness has cost her in more ways than one.
She tried to run a red because she was in a hurry and collided with another car.
I had to pay my lawyer $2,000. I had to pay a $1,000 fine. I had to pay almost $1,000 for a remedial program.
Time to grow up. This week, I have her looking to the future. When it comes to setting goals, Kat knows what she wants. But one of the 5 steps of goal setting is to be realistic. And that may be where Kat has a problem. Kat thinks she's going to earn 6 figures in an entry-level marketing job. So for her Set Goals challenge, I'm sending her out to test drive her dream job.
I'm Catyanna.
Debbie, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Drinks! Woo!
Kat's vision of the job may not compare to reality.
I'm here to help you out.
If you were to see tables that have like lots of garbage and stuff, we're gonna do a cleaning.
But in such a competitive industry, it's her can-do personality that will make all the difference.
I can take on any other job, industry, or profession that I so should happen to feel like having.
Garbage bins in here. You can put it in this black bag.
Awesome.
I thought that Catyanna was definitely a very friendly girl. She was very outgoing, which is fantastic for the PR industry. We get 15 to 20 resumes a day, but we're looking for work experience and street smarts.
All right, Kathleen. Yeah. So I know you're looking for shoes, but Kat is gonna help you out.
I absolutely adore it. Lots of things to learn. It's just a lot of fun, but I gotta go. Okay, boys, I need to steal you, all of you. Come.
Kat had a great time at the event, but will she be able to suck up the salary?
Six-figure salary for Catyanna getting into the business at an entry-level position is unrealistic.
Everybody one leg. Ooh.
Kat typically spent up to $1,000 a month in cash, but that's all over now.
I'm going from a couple $100 in 1 week, to nothing. I'm done, I don't have any more money.
To keep Kat on the low-cost straight and narrow, her friend stopped in for a night of socializing at home. At the end of the day, Catyanna brings the party wherever she goes.
After going through the first part of the Gail process, a $20 bill looks like a big piece of chocolate cake to me now. I want it, and I want to devour it, and I want to consume it, but I know that if I do, there's consequences.
I am very pleased with the detail that you put into the challenges that you've done. This last challenge, I mean, you nailed it 37 ways from sideways. You did some research into how much you would likely make in your first few years of working, and it's not that big a number. It's like maybe a third or a half of what you thought you would be making. Yeah, look at that disgusted look on your face. Yeah. Entry-level positions don't pay that much. You usually have to pay your dues.
An entry-level marketer would make about $40,000 annually. And that's not nearly as high as I like to be making.
Want to hear what your next challenge is?
Oh, yes, I do.
This is your Give Back Challenge. Remember the little car accident that you had? That was a case of you making some bad decisions that ended up costing a lot of money and could have been much more serious. I want you to give back by making a 90-second public service announcement that highlights the bad decision-making that often goes on in young people's minds. You can put all your marketing skills to good use. You can use it as part of your portfolio when you go to get a job.
If she gives me a marketing task and evaluates me on how well I do it, no problem. I am really phenomenal at what I do. I could sell a bikini to an Inuit.
In the Give Back Challenge, Princess has to look beyond herself and do something for her community. It's Kat's chance to show me and her family that she's changed.
It's hard to talk about my accident because it's like, I'm ashamed. Who wants to admit that to people, right?
Kat's car accident cost her a $10,000 car, her driver's license, and thousands in legal fees. But did she learn her lesson? I asked Kat to work with Rob from Young Drivers of Canada to create a 90-second video on safe driving. To get top marks, she'll need to use her marketing skills and open up about her personal experience. And true to form, Kat tackles the task with gusto.
When she got behind the camera, everything seemed so heartfelt. It's like she was made for the camera. She's going to save some lives with the message she made.
Coming up,
That really, ooh.
Oh, 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 she's a princess. Oh, 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 she's a princess.
when I first met Catyanna, she was a pampered partier who thought she was the center of the universe. Over the last 4 weeks, I got her to appreciate the comforts of home.
Even yesterday, she was cleaning the house while we were at work.
Plan for the future.
Okay, well, this is how I did the budget. Obviously, I'll make my minimum payment on my line of credit.
And help others while admitting to her own mistakes. Before I meet with Catyanna, I first met with her parents to show them the results of her last challenge. I want you to see the public service announcement that she created. Recognize that she scripted it and she performed it on her own.
Drivers aged 16 to 24 have the highest fatality rate on the road today. My car is sitting in this graveyard, and I'm lucky not to be lying in mine right now. Last year I had a head-on collision. I ran a red light because I was texting on my cell phone. I totaled 2 cars and my car was in flames, and it's a miracle that we all survived. When you get behind the wheel of a car, Turn your cell phone off. Tell your friends and family that you don't answer your phone while you're driving. I could have killed myself. I could have taken a human life off of this planet in one reckless moment. I could have killed you. Drive safe, drive cell phone free.
That was amazing. That really, whew.
It totally is amazing.
I was very emotional over that. Catyanna never really told me exactly what happened that night.
You have every right to be so proud of her. What she needs is discipline, and you guys have to have expectations of her.
I agree.
Okay, good.
The lessons that she learned from them, and hopefully she'll carry them forward.
So why don't we bring her in and see what she has to say about all of
Let's-
this?
Yeah.
Okay, Catyanna, come to me, darling. You pretty proud of yourself?
I am pretty proud of myself.
You should be. I think you did a phenomenal job.
Thank you. As we speak now, I do have some money in the bank. I did pay off my visa in full.
You have had the right attitude in spades, okay? Here's what I want for you moving forward. I want you to stay grounded. So, of course, like, there's not even a debate, okay? $5,000. What you gonna do with the money?
Oh, it's going on my line of credit.
Good girl, right answer. Okay, but that's not all. I have for you dinner so you can take your parents out and have a lovely meal to celebrate the new Catyanna.
Oh.
You
There
don't
you
have
go.
to cook it.
She doesn't have to cook it. She's one of my biggest successes, and I'm not the only one who thinks so.
I don't actually think I'm a princess anymore. I think I'm a queen.
I can tell she loves to go shop. She's all out of control. She can't stop. Designer clothes, jewels, hair. She's throwing money everywhere. My head is spinning. Oh, 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 oh. She's a princess. She's a princess. Modern day princess.